Good evening, this is Jacob with Sutherland Chevrolet in Nicholasville, Kentucky, and I'm here today to show you our 2014 SS Camaro. So I'm just going to kind of walk around it here and let you check it out from the outside. Now I apologize, it is raining right now, so this won't be the best look. But it is as clean as it could possibly be. I've got it running right now. You can see the exhaust. Then I'll kind of step away from it here just so you can get a good look of the full picture. And I really like the hood scoop on these. It really makes it stand out and look aggressive. Now I'm going to hop inside here and kind of show you around. I'm not sure if this is much different than your brother's, but oh, you can still see pretty good. Awesome. I tried to film a video of a different Camaro we have the other night for a customer, and you couldn't see anything when the door was closed. So very good. Now it was later, but today it's kind of still, 4 o'clock-ish, so not so bad. But anyway, of course your mirror adjustments are right here. So you select the mirror you want to adjust, and then you move the little knob underneath it, and there you can see the mirror adjusting for us. And then same thing, you move this little switch toward the right, and then there are your power mirror adjustments there. So very good. And then of course you have power locks and unlocks underneath that, and then there are your power windows there. You do have a trunk ejector opener button right there, so you press that, it opens up the trunk. And then of course here's your door release here. So very cool. And then this does have the Boston premium audio system. I'll kind of go from left to right here, so that way you can check out the whole interior. There's the passenger seat there, and that SS logo in the center. But going from left to right here across the dash, you've got an air vent here. Here's what you'll mainly be looking at, and let me see if I can get this to show up in the camera well. Not really. Oh, there you go. I got to adjust it a little bit. Oh, there we go. So there's kind of from my angle of view. Now you can adjust that HUD over here on the right. There's a little button for that. And so I'll kind of show you here. So if you want to bring it up, if you're a little shorter than I am, you can. But I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. So I got to adjust it downward a little bit to where I can see it well. So it's pretty cool, and it reacts to what you're doing. So you can see right now here, I'll try to zoom in on it. Oh, that looks great. And right now it's in park, but if I throw it into drive, you'll see that little emblem in the left move to drive. And then if I've got it in manual, so that's the manual mode there, I can actually shift up and down, and it'll say, okay, now I'm in second gear, which it won't let me go out any higher because I'm stopped. But then there's it back in first. So very cool. I'll put it back in park now, kind of show you the rest of it. But that's kind of one of the standout things about it that people will notice right off the bat when they're sitting at it, is that HUD, because it's different. It's not something every vehicle has. Now, of course, here behind the steering wheel, you've got your lighting controls there. And then on the front here, you've got your cruise control on the left, and then different like source radio controls, volume up and down. Also works for phone calls. And then this answers and uses like voice activation controls. And then this hangs up and also works as a mute for the radio. So a lot of functionality there. So here, of course, is pretty standard stuff. You can see the exact mileage on it right now, which is 21,587, so 21,000 miles. And then you can see your RPMs and the speedometer there, and the engine temperature underneath that. So very good. Then you can also, on this display, something I totally didn't mention, is right next to it, you can see right there, there's this little button. And so, it also changes the brightness. So you can see I'm lowering it there until where it's off. So you can kind of have it where, it's almost opaque, where you can see through it, or you can have it brighter if you prefer that. And then in reality, it doesn't flash like that. That's it, and the refresh rate of my camera not matching up. But you can have it display the information differently. So right there, it's just showing like a miles per hour. You can have it show the way it was showing it there. And then, so there are some different options for viewing that. So I'm trying to think. Oh, of course, something I totally forgot to mention is you do have your paddle shifters here behind the steering wheel. So that's how I was shifting it when I was in that standard mode. So you can use those to shift up and down, which is a cool feature. That feature alone is causing people to kind of move toward automatic transmissions, even in the Corvettes. We're seeing more buyers go for the automatic. They can still shift up and down when they want to, but they have that bonus of the automatic transmission and the ease of it. So, very good. And then here, of course, we have your touchscreen display. There also are redundant buttons on both sides, so you can change your source here. You can also do it via the menus. So I can, you've got AM, FM, all of those options there. But I'll go to the home so you can kind of see. Of course, you can connect your phone via Bluetooth, play your music, make phone calls, receive phone calls. All of that is there. You can actually sync your contacts, of course, so it'll show your contacts on there as well. It's going to have AM, FM, XM, Stitcher, which is a radio I've never used, as an option to have synchronized with your phone and Pandora as well. You also plug in a USB and play music off of that. So that's some cool functionality there. It of course has an auxiliary, which is standard now. I wish it was when I bought my car. And then, but it can also display weather, and of course you'll have audio settings there, and it can display pictures, which seems like a big distraction to me, but nonetheless it's still on there. And then of course you have a volume here. At that button there, I'll turn the radio itself on and off, and then you can select the menu. You can scroll through the menu here and also use this to dial in a specific radio station, so you can see there on the AM. It's rolling through those stations. Underneath that, of course, are your heated HVAC controls. So you can see I have my heated seat on here. So see where it's got two lights lit up. That means it's on its highest setting, and if I press those, it'll go down to its lowest setting and then off there. You've got your button controls here, which are pretty standard stuff. Choosing where you want the air to blow, and if you want it to defrog and defog. So those are all here as well. So very good. And then if you turn these knobs, that'll actually turn the air up. So you can see it can blow pretty aggressively there. And then this adjusts your temperature here. So, but it's cold, so I'm keeping the heat off. And then under that, you have some different information as far as, you can see the voltage and oil pressure and oil temperature and the transmission temperature. So that's all there. And then you've got your traction control off button right next to it. And then under here, you've got a circular outlet next to that. There's your leather wrap shifter. It's got a button here on the front, and you grab that, of course, and put it wherever you want it. It's got a very authoritative, snap when it goes into where you want it. So it feels very good. And then, of course, your crank brake there. And then behind that, you've got 2 cup holders, and then your compartment here in the center, which houses your USB and auxiliary ports there. And then you've got another, opens down, there we go, another circular outlet above that. And then continuing, we've got your glove compartment with the manuals inside. And then there's the passenger side. Of course, it's going to have locks, unlocks, and losing my mind, window controls there as well. And then there's a little compartment to keep extra goodies, just like you have on the driver's side. I kind of just wanted to show you all that, show you the interior. I'm going to hop out here and kind of show you more of the interior as far as the condition of the seats and stuff. And then that's about all I can think of. So then here's that driver's seat. And then you do have power seats here. So, and then of course this right here reclines the back or pulls it forward. So, and then I'll show you the back row here. So there's your back seat area. Then I'll shut the door here and kind of walk around it a little bit again. You got a little leaf that found its way up there. But again, this is Jacob with Sutherland Chevrolet in Nicholasville, Kentucky. And this is our 2014 Camaro SS. I look forward to talking to you soon. Please give me a call. You can reach me here on my cell phone at 859-492-1137. I look forward to talking to you, and you have a great evening.